students. Now I am going to talk about Unit 6 Solid State. It's a very important topic and simple topic. Classification of solids. Two types of solid. First one crystalline solids, another one amorphous solids. Crystalline solids, how many types? 5 types of crystalline solids. First one ionic crystals, covalent crystals, molecular crystals and metallic crystals, and another one atomic solids. Classification of crystalline solids, and another one amorphous solids, example glass, rubber, etc. Okay, classification of solid. First one, two types of solids, crystalline solids and amorphous solid. Classification of crystalline solids: ionic crystals, covalent crystals, molecular crystals, metallic crystals, and another one atomic solids. So amorphous solids, example glass, rubber, etc. First one, so important 3-mark question. General characteristic of solids. General characteristic of solid. It's an important 3-mark question. First point, solids have definite volume and shape. Listen, first one, solids have definite volume and shape. Second point, solids are rigid and incompressible. Solids are rigid and incompressible. Third point, solids have strong cohesive force. Third point, solids have strong cohesive force. Fourth point, solids have short interatomic and ionic or molecular distance. Solids have short interatomic, ionic or molecular distance. Fifth point, the constituents, atoms, ions and or molecules. Types of solid. Two types of solid, crystalline solid and the amorphous solids. What is the crystalline solids? A crystalline solid is one in which its constituents, atoms, ions or molecules have an orderly arrangement extending over a long range. Listen, a crystalline solid is one in which constituents have an orderly arrangement extending over a long range. The arrangement of such constitution in a crystalline solid is such that the potential energy of the system is at minimum. In contrast, okay, what is the crystalline solid? A crystalline solid is one in which its constituents, atoms, ions or molecules have an orderly arrangement extending over a long range. The arrangement of such constitution in a crystalline solid is such that the potential energy of the system is at minimum. In contrast, say in amorphous solid, the constituents are randomly arrangement. The constituents are randomly arrangement. What is the crystalline solid? The crystalline solid, the constituents are orderly arrangement. In amorphous solid, the constitutions are randomly arrangement. So important 5-mark question. Difference between or distinguish between crystalline solids or amorphous solid. Distinguish between crystalline solids and amorphous solids. First point, crystalline solid, long range orderly arrangement of constituents. Amorphous solid, short range random arrangement of constituents. Second point, definite shape. This one, irregular shape. Third point, general in crystalline are anisotropic in nature. There are isotropic like liquids. Crystalline solid, there are true solids. Amorphous, there are considered as pseudo solids or supercooled liquids. Fifth point, definite heat of fusion. Amorphous, heat of fusion is not definite. Crystalline solids, they have short melting points. Amorphous, gradually soften over range of temperature and so can be molded. Last point, example NaCl, diamond, graphite, etc. Amorphous, For examples, rubber, plastic, glass, tiles, etc. Classification of crystalline solids. First one, ionic solids. The structural units of an ionic crystals are cations and anions that are bound together by strong electrostatic attractive forces. The structural units of an ionic crystal are cations and anions that are bound together by strong electrostatic attractive forces. They maximize the attractive force. Cations are surrounded by the many ions as possible and vice versa. Ionic crystals possess definite crystal structure. Many salts are cubic, close packed. Example, the arrangement of Na plus Cl minus ions on NaCl crystals. It's a characteristics, very important question. Ionic crystal, write the characteristics of ionic crystals. First one, ionic solids have high melting points. Second point, these solids means ionic solids do not conduct electricity because the ions are fixed in their lattice positions. Third point, they do conduct electricity in molten state or molten state when dissolved in water because the ions are free to move in the molten state of solution. Example, NaCl, sodium chloride, salt. There are hard as only strong external forces can change the relative position of ions. There are hard as only strong external force can change the relative position of ions. Next one, covalent solids. In covalent solids, the constitution atoms, ions, or molecules are bound together in a three-dimensional network entirely by covalent bonds. Example, diamond, silicon carbide, etc. Such covalent network crystals are very hard and very high melting point. There are usually poor thermal and electrical conductors. Molecular solids. In molecular solids, the constitution are neutral molecules. Neutral molecules that are held together by weak van der Waals force. That are held together by weak van der Waals force. Generally, molecular solids are soft and they do not conduct electricity. These molecular solids are further classified into three types: non-polar molecular solids and polar molecular solids and hydrogen bond molecular solids. First one, non-polar molecular solids. In non-polar molecular solids, constituent molecules are held together by weak dispersion forces by London force. By weak dispersion forces are London force. They have low melting points and are usually in liquids or gaseous state at room temperature. Example, naphthalene, anthracene, etc. And another one, polar molecular solids. The constitution are molecules formed by polar covalent bonds that are held together by relatively strong dipole-dipole interactions. They have higher melting points than the non-polar molecular solids. Examples are solid carbon monoxide and solid ammonia, etc. Another one, hydrogen bonded molecular solids. The constituents are held together by hydrogen bonds. There are generally soft solids under room temperature. Example, solid ice, glucose, urea, etc. And last one, metallic solids. You have already studied in 11th standard about the nature of metallic bonding. In metallic bond solids, the lattice bonds are occupied by positive metal ions. Listen, the metal solid, the lattice bonds are occupied by positive metal ions and a cloud of electron provides the space. They are hard and have high melting points. Metallic solid possess excellent electrical and thermal conductivity. Listen, in metallic solid, the lattice points are occupied by positive metal ions and the cloud of electrons provides the space. They are hard and have melting point and have high melting point. Metallic solid possess excellent electrical and thermal conductivity. They possess bright illuser. Example, metals and metal alloys belong to the type of solids. For example, copper, iron, zinc, silver, gold, etc. Define crystal lattice. So important two more question. Define crystal lattice. The crystal lattice is the symmetrical three-dimensional structure arrangements of atoms. The crystal lattice is the symmetrical three-dimensional structure arrangements of atoms. Ions or molecules. Constituent means ions or molecules inside a crystalline solid as points. It can be defined as the geometrical arrangement of the atoms. Ions or molecules of the crystalline solid as point in space. What is a unit cell? It's an important two-mark question. The smallest repeating unit of the smallest repeating unit of the crystal lattice is the unit cell, the building block of a crystal. Important, the building block of a crystal. The smallest repeating unit of the crystal lattice is the unit cell, the building block of a crystal. What is the isotropy? In the amorphous solids, there is no regular arrangement of particles. Thus, the properties like electrical conductivity, thermal expansions are identical in all the directions. The property is called isotropy. And another one, anisotropy. Due to regular arrangement of constant particles, the different particles are fall in different ways of a crystalline solid. The values of properties like electrical conductivity and thermal expansion not remain same in all the directions. This is called anisotropy. Thank you, students. So important question: characteristics of ionic solid and difference between amorphous and crystalline solid. Define unit cell, define isotropy, define anisotropy, and define crystal lattice. Very important questions. And molecular solids and molecular solid and metallic solids are important. 3 more questions. All the best, student. So today important home test: difference between ionic crystalline solids and amorphous solid, and characteristics of solids. Characteristics of ionic solids, and define unit cell, define crystal lattice, and define isotropy and define anisotropy. Thank you, student. God bless you.